Welcome to Part of My Imagination. I'm Imagination and you're the Imaginers. Welcome if this is your first time. My name is Jasmine and welcome back if this is your second or third or however many times you find yourself on my channel. Hello. I know I'm in a different background because I'm editing and I realized that I didn't have an intro for this video that I'm editing. So yeah, here I am in my dining room. Good times. Anyways, yes. So I'm starting a new series on my channel. Or I'm adding to a series that I already have on my channel that I've been neglecting. If you don't know, when I do my book reviews, like in-depth book reviews, they are called Tea Time Reviews. Well, sometimes the way I explain my books are unorthodox, to say the least. The way I describe books to you guys on YouTube are completely different on how I describe books to my friends. Mainly to people on Twitch as well. So I wanted to start or add on to my series of Tea Time Reviews, but also it's going to be called, I'm probably wrong, but hear me out. And they're kind of funny. They're going to be pretty funny just because you're getting my raw, like, hey, this is how I would explain a book to a friend. So yes, I really hope you guys enjoy this series. I already do have 2 books already that I am going to be talking about. And in the beginning, I will have more of a orthodox explanation of what the book was about, my thoughts on the book, excuse me. And then the second half will be how I would explain it if, you know, you were a princess or something. So yeah, let's just get into the book review. All right, the next book that I read was Conjure Women by Afia Atakora. And yes, I gave this book 4 stars. It is following. Okay, first of all, this was a very interesting story. And I tell you what, this is probably something I would have done if I was a black slave back in the day. I ain't gonna lie to you, right? So it's essentially following this girl who was raised on the plantation, and then when the Emancipation Proclamation, blah blah blah, we're not going into a history lesson here, but essentially when, you know, black people weren't allowed to be slaves anymore, it's following this community that is dealing with their freedoms and rebuilding themselves, right? So she is essentially a witch, or I should say like a witch doctor. She does voodoo type shit, and she pretty much is the what is it called? What are the people called that help you deliver the babies? I cannot remember what they're called. Essentially, yeah, she pretty much helps all the babies, helps all the women deliver their babies and stuff like that. And then she can give you like ingredients and medicine to help with other things. Yeah. Her mom did it previously before her. So then does it now. And some things change. There's a minister that comes, or a pastor or whatever. He comes to the community and changes everything around. And then people start turning on her because they're like, that's not holy. That's not holy. Even though you just fucking asked me to give you a fucking serum so that you can't have babies no more. But excuse me. That's some tea for you. But yes, the main character is flashing back from when she was younger into previously now, and how she's dealing with essentially this community gets swept with this illness, and all the children start dying. There's one specific baby that they said was cursed, doesn't get sick. So she comes up with a way to make the baby sick. so that people won't suspect her and try to kill her. And that's all I'm gonna tell you. It was very interesting. And the ending, like what she did. Essentially, all right, this is gonna be a spoiler. So if you don't want to know, fast forward. When I put the book down is when you need to skip to that part. Okay, but essentially, right, she pretty much, once they got freed and the Civil War was happening, she pretty much like set this fucking house on fire, and she takes the white lady, who used to be one of her closest friends that she was playing with. She takes this white lady and she's like, you need to get down in the church and you need to hide. They're coming. They're gonna kill you, right? So this lady is just like terrified. She kept her there for like 7 years. She literally kept her there for like 7 fucking years and just kept telling her like, they're gonna come and they're gonna kill you. Like, yo, she took this white lady's land and built a community on it and kept telling the white lady that the war was still going on. If that ain't some shit that I would have fucking did, bro, I swear to God. I swear to God, bro. I would have fucking snitched. And she, listen, okay. Listen, this is why I say this shit was mad petty. It wasn't even petty because she had every right to be upset. So essentially, right, this is why she did it. She loved this lady. They were friends when they were like, you know how like, oh, you can't be out playing, but there ain't no other kids to play with but the black kids. So the white kids that live in that are the masters are playing with the little black kids, so they gonna come friends regardless, right? So they're literally best friends, right? So the white girl done got herself fucking pregnant, right? And then she was supposed to get fucking married to another dude, and then the dude was like, the day that he's supposed to show up, he like, nah, bro, I want untainted pussy. So she's mad now because she's pregnant. And then, so she goes to the witch doctor, the girl's mom, and she's like, can you help me get rid of my baby? And the mom was like, hell no, I ain't killing no white lady's baby. You're trying to get me killed. You're trying to make me die. So what happens then? Oh, white girl was like, oh, I'm mad. I'm real fucking mad. So she goes, gets herself beat the fuck up. She has somebody beat her. And then when they find her, literally gonna go ahead and blame it on the girl's dad. So the girl's dad gets hung. So old girl was like, oh, you got my daddy killed? Bet, say no more. Say no more. Burnt that house to the goddamn ground and locked her house in the basement. I was like, okay. All right, that's it, y'all. That's it. I will move on now to the next book. But that is all that I have for you guys today. Be sure to check out my description where you can find easy ways to contact me, as well as all the books that I talked about. If you like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if not, just imagine that you didn't come back again. Until next time, keep imagining.